Today I'll be explaining about how to do the warehouse management using your SAP software. So initially, take the client as 235. User, I'll be using my username. So for you guys, you have your particular username. So that is it starts from LEARN hyphen your 3-digit number. So use your 3-digit number. So I'll be using my particular username. So I'll just use TCH-001. So this is my particular username, and the password is capital N small HCE 123. So the password remains the same for everyone. Press the logon button, you'll be taken to the main page. Okay, so here in the case of your warehouse management, first we'll be doing the very first step, which is called as creation of purchase order. So here whenever we create a purchase order, we are going to take an existing material. So warehouse management basically deals with transferring the material from one location to a particular storage location. So here we'll be taking two materials which are already existing in the database. So initially go to logistics. So the first step is creation of purchase order. So go to logistics, under logistics go under materials management. So under materials management go under purchasing, under purchasing go under purchase order, and go under create, and under create vendor or supplying plant known. So the code is ME21N. Either I can double click here, or else I can directly type the code here, which is called as ME21N, and give an enter. So as soon as you give an enter, it will take you to the create purchase order screen. So here again, you don't need to create a vendor. We'll be taking a vendor which is already there in the database. So one such vendor is called as Dallas Bike Basics. So the code for the that particular vendor is 103 followed by your 3-digit number. So my 3-digit number is 001. So I'll be taking that this particular vendor number. So 103, and this last 3 digits stands for the vendor number. Okay, I mean your login number. So once after giving the vendor number, just give an enter. So it will load the it will give an information, enter the purchasing organization. So just click OK here. So see, by default it has taken the Dallas Bike Basics. So this is the vendor which is already existing in the database, which we didn't create, unlike your material management. So purchasing organization, here we take it as we can take it as US00. So double click on it, and purchasing organization or purchasing group, again if you go to search, take it as North America, and company code, go to search, again take it as US00. So I've just taken it as US00. Okay, so scroll down. So here initially we have to take the materials for which we want to do the warehouse management. So which material we want to transfer it to the storage location, but this material does not exist. So as of now, the stock of this particular material which we are going to take is 0. So what are the two materials? We just do two safety materials with respect to that is the touring, that is during your cycling or your biking. So we'll take it as knee pad and elbow pad. So the code for that is knee pad is KPAD1 followed by the 3-digit number. So it will already there. So this material already exists. For each login, the material already exists. So take this particular material, take the PO quantity. So PO quantity, I'll just take it as some 10 quantities. Again scroll towards the right side, take the delivery date. So delivery date, I'll just take it as today's date. So it is taking some time for to load it, so just hang on. Sometimes if it doesn't load, just give an enter. Sometimes it takes some time. Yeah, so once it loads, I think it is asking for the delivery date here. So take it as take the delivery date as today's delivery date. And price, you can give it as some $40 US. I'm just assuming the particular price here, and give an enter. So it will ask you what other information which you want. So it is asking for enter currency here. So take the currency, you need to type it as USD, give an enter once again. Next it will ask for the plant. So which plant we are ordering. So if you scroll to the right side, again here there is a plant. So under plant, you take it as SD00. So plant is SD00 San Diego. And one more thing here is the warehouse exists, or this warehouse management can be done only for the plant SD00, that is San Diego, because your Miami plant or your Dallas plant doesn't have a particular warehouse. Okay, so take the plant as SD00, give an enter once again. Just wait for it so that it will get loaded. So all the information is loaded. Since my net is a little bit slow, it is taking some time for loading. So just hang on. Here give the price as $40 and here again under storage location, go to search and select San Diego trading goods, so SD00 followed by TG00. So double click on it. And so once it gets loaded, just give an enter. It is asking can the delivery date be met, so just give OK. Scroll up. You will know whenever you have filled all the information, there will be a triangle symbol. Otherwise, if you have missed out any data, there will be a red color symbol here. So that means to say that any one information will be pending. So I have given the material KPAD1, that is stands for the knee pad. So here 1 followed by your 3-digit number. So the last 3-digit number will be your 3-digit number. And PO quantity as 10, delivery date I have taken is today's date, net price I have taken it, assumed it as $40, and I have taken the plant as San Diego and storage location as San Diego trading goods. So the same way I will do it for the next one, next material EPAD, just type it as elbow pad. So EPAD1 followed by your 3-digit number. So I'll just take my 3-digit number of 001 and give an enter. It will load the text related to that. So it is asking enter the plant again. So if just scroll up and I'll just give the quantity also before I gave the plant. So I gave the PO quantity. I'll give the delivery date once again as today's delivery date. So I'm just giving today's delivery date, and price again I will give it as $40, and it is asking for the plant. It asked for the plant. Just before I give the plant, I just gave all the other information also. And plant, you take the same plant SD00 San Diego, and once after giving the plant, just give an enter always. Okay, so once you give an enter, it will load, and it is asking can the realistic, it is asking for realistic delivery date, so that is 18th, but just give an OK and select the storage location as again San Diego trading goods. So these are the two informations which I have given. So after giving this trading goods, give an enter. Make sure again it is asking for whether the delivery date can be met, just give OK. And these two materials I am creating a purchase order. So I have because I don't have any material in now, so I have created a purchase order and I have given it to the vendor called as 103 followed by your 3-digit number. So 103 is common, which stands for Dallas Bike Basics, and the last 3 digits is your login number. So once you have given all this there, just give save, so that it will generate a purchase order number. So once it generates a purchase order number, please make a note of it. So I'll just make a note of this standard purchase order number and give an OK. So this is the very first step with respect to creation of purchase order. Okay, press /n and go back now. If at all you want to, now we have given the purchase order. Since you have given the purchase order, you can do the goods receipt. So you can receive the goods. So how do you receive the goods? So same way as we had done it in your material management. So you can use your code MIGO_GR, otherwise you can follow the navigation method. So go to logistics, under logistics go under materials management, under materials management go under inventory management, and again inventory management go under goods movement, under goods movement go under goods received for purchase order. Now because we have created a purchase order and we know the purchase order, so just give goods received for a purchase order. Now, so here it is asking goods received, that is I am receiving the goods for the purchase order. Type your purchase order number 45 followed by, I got some 6 zeros followed by 15. I hope it will load. Yeah, it is loading. So just select that number and give an enter. So once you give an enter, the material gets loaded here, the two materials, knee pad as well as the elbow pad, and we need to select this OK. Okay, we have to select OK for both the material. That means we are receiving the materials for both things. Sometimes what happens is these two can the OK can't be selected in some cases. So in that case, you just scroll down, just click on this detailed data. See, sometimes what happens is, I'll just show you to what exactly happens here. yeah, it will be like this. Your screen sometimes will be like this. So I can select OK for one item, whereas for the another line item I'll not be able to select this OK. So in that case you have to scroll between the icons. So just click on the second icon. So once you click the second icon, your first one will get activated. So that time you can click the OK. And when you click the first icon, the second one will get activated, so that you can click the second one. So that means to say I'm receiving both the materials of 10 quantities each. So once you have done that, so once both the materials have been selected here, that is for the knee pad as well as for the elbow pad, press the post option at the bottom. Okay, press the post option at the bottom. You will be getting a goods receipt number. So make a note of this goods receipt number. Okay, so this is your goods receipt number. And once you have done, press /n and go back to your main screen. So suppose now you want to check the what is your stock. Okay, so how do you check the stock of the material? So I had told you in the previous case, or in the materials management, either you can use MD04 or MMB as your code, transaction code or your T code. Otherwise we'll go by a navigation method. How to check the stock? So logistics, materials management, under materials management, inventory management, and again under inventory management you can go for environment. Under environment you can go for stock, and under stock you can go for stock overview. Either you can use any of these two options. So I'll just use the first option because you are already familiar with MD04. So MMB will just check stock overview. So basically I have to check the stock. So which material you want to just check the stock, you need to type that material code. So I'll check it for the first material, KP81, that is followed by a 3-digit number. Plant, we have done it for San Diego, SD00, and press the execute button. So you just sometimes a pop-up will come. So you just press the execute button. So as of now your quantity will be 10. So unrestricted users, it is there at your location. So now you need to store this goods in a particular storage location. So now it is in your stockyard and you need to store this particular material in a particular storage location. So this is for the first material, and the same thing has to be done for the second material. So you can check the stock for the second material. How do you check? Again you can go for MMB. Instead of KPID you can check it for the second material, EPID. So I'll just check it for the second material, EPID 1001. Again press the execute button, and again it will show 10 quantities as the unrestricted unit. Why it is showing 10 is just now I had received a material of 10 quantities for the purchase order which I had given. I had done the goods receipt. Okay, so this is your this is how to check the stock of your material. Now before you store the material to the corresponding storage location, you need to check where exactly are you going to store this material, which storage location are you going to store the material. So before that, just press /n and close all these expanded icons. Now I'll just tell you, the next is run bin status report. That is, bins are nothing but the places where you are going to store the material. So which storage bin? Bin stands for storage bin. So which storage bin is empty, we can make a note of it. So how to check that? That is called as run bin status report. So go under logistics. Under logistics, go under logistics execution. Under logistics execution, go under internal warehouse process, WHAC processes, internal warehouse process. And again under internal warehouse process, go under bins and stocks. And under bins and stock, go under display. And here you have bin status report. So the code is LX03. So either you can type this LX03 here, LX03, and give an enter. So this step is called as run bin status report. So warehouse number, I told you San Diego is the only plant which is having a warehouse. So see, this warehouse number is 100 and for the plant of San Diego. So just give an enter, or you can just select that. Storage type, you leave it as it is. Storage bin, always take your storage bin. STBN stands for the storage bin. Press star. Star stands for the list of all the storage bins available for your particular login. So for your login, type your 3-digit code. So my login is my 3-digit code. So you need to use your 3-digit code here. Okay. So I'll just type it once again. 001. STBN star is the same, and press your 3-digit number. Press the execute button. So now if you can see, all these are your storage bins. So STBN -1 your 3-digit number, all these are the storage bins. Again in storage bin 8, 9 you have some materials which are stored, and if you see 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, you can store as many number of materials. Okay, So if you go here, if you just click on it, you can see there are there is absolutely no materials which are there. You can store any number of materials, so which, to this particular storage bin. So I'll just go back, and I will be storing to this particular storage bin. So this number you need to make a note. So for you guys, this last 3 digit will be your particular login. Okay, this is how you need to check the storage bin. Okay, so this is your this is the step which is called as runs bin status report. So initially we have carried out now 4 steps. First step was creation of purchase order. Second step was the goods received for the purchase order. Third step is check the stock. Fourth step is we run the bin status report, just to make sure that which bin is empty, so that I'll be storing in that corresponding storage bin. So next step is I'll create a transfer order now. That is, I need to tell the people to transfer the materials from the stockyard to the particular storage bin. So press /n and go back to your main screen. So here again you can remember the code, or you can directly use the navigation. So go to logistics, under logistics go under logistics execution, under logistics execution go under inbound process, and again under inbound process you go under goods received for purchase order. Okay, goods received for purchase order, and again under that you can go for put away. That is, I'm putting the goods to particular storage bin. So go under put away, and again under put away you are going to create a transfer order. So click on create transfer order, and here this is for, I'm creating a transfer order for material. So if it's a document, you have to go for material document. If it's a material, you have to go for material. So the code is LB11. So I can directly type this LB11 here, or I can double click on this. Okay, that is I'm sorry, I think create transfer order, yeah, LB11 here. So you can double click on it. So first we'll take the first material. This step has to be done separately for both the materials. So if they give 3 materials, you have to do it 3 times. So first I'll take the first material, knee pad KP81 followed my 3-digit number. Plant by default it is already showing, so let it be there. And after this, warehouse number by default it is taking, otherwise you need to type this as 100 and give an enter. So once you give an enter, it will show the purchase order for which it is there. So this is my purchase order. Select this line item. By default it is already be selected. If not, you just select this line item, go under more, click on TO in foreground. So if you select the TO in foreground here, you will be getting this list. So here don't type anything. So destination target quantity, if you just give an enter, the 10 quantities will get copied here. Don't type it, just give an enter. And here under type, you can go to search, and you can select the storage type. So you have different types of storage: shelf storage, pallet storage, etc. So I'll just take a simple storage, shelf storage, because it's a knee pad and elbow pads are smaller materials. I don't need any pallets for that. So go to self storage, and under self storage section, so you in a shelf type of storage, you have different section: first section, second section, third section, fourth section. So I'll just take it to the first section. Normal how you have your book racks, right? Same way, that is nothing but your shelves. In that, the first section. And destination bin, that is your storage bin. So I told you STBN-1 your 3-digit number. So this is what we checked in the previous step, that is run bin status report. We knew that this is empty. Even if it is occupied also, you can store any number of materials. I think 9,999 materials can be stored here. And give the destination bin and give the posting. You will be getting a number. So make a note of this number. Okay, so 4003, last 4 digits you can make a note, that is sufficient. And click the OK. This is for the first material. Now go back and do the same thing for the second material. So this is for the first material. There were 2 materials. So EPAD1 followed by 3-digit number. And again give an enter. So sometimes you get the pop-up, so you just select that and give an enter. So repeat the same step. So make sure this line item has been selected for your particular purchase order. Go to more, go under TO in foreground, first option, and just give an enter. So the destination target quantity will get copied here. Type again, you can type it in fact 001, or you can go and select it from there. Section also 001. Give the same storage bin STBN-1 your 3-digit number and give posting. So you are going to get one more number here. So 4004. This both the that is called as transfer order for both the materials. So now I have created a transfer order. So press /n and go back. Now once I have created it, I have to confirm the transfer order. So creation of transfer order is done, confirm of transfer order. So if you just come down here only, you will be able to see an option. Okay, in the expanded menu itself, you can be able to see an option called as confirm transfer order. Okay, so it is LT12, the code is LT12. Otherwise, you go under confirm transfer order, go under single document, and here you have this LT12. So in one step, I'll just pick the material. So click that. So it is by default, it will show the previous document number. So we'll take the first number now. 4003 was my first number, and the warehouse number was 100 as it is by default it is taking. Otherwise you need to type it and give an enter. Once you give an enter, it will just confirm. You need to just confirm the transfer order. So that means I'm confirming the transfer of material from my stockyard to this particular storage bin, and this quantity is the quantity here it is showing. So give post. So once I give post, the same number will be confirmed. Transfer order has been confirmed. Do the same thing for the next material 4004 and give an enter. So once you give an enter again, so it will show for which material. This is for the second material, same storage bin, quantity of 10, give the posting, done. So here again it will show for, so transfer order confirmed. Okay, so next is you need to repeat the step now. So which step are you going to repeat? Run bin status report. So we checked initially it was empty, right? Now you check what is your bin status report. So press /n, go back. So if you directly know the code, you can directly type LX03. Otherwise, I will tell you once again by your navigation method. It is the same thing of what we had done earlier. Logistics execution. And under logistics execution, we have to go under internal warehouse process. Under internal warehouse process, bins and stocks. Bins and stocks, here you go for display, and under display it is bin status report. That is what I told you. You remember the code LX03, and you can double click here and you can type it. Here storage bin, you just type STBN star. I told you, right? Star stands for the list of all the storage bins followed by your 3-digit number, and press the execute button. Warehouse number by default it is showing. So if you can observe now, earlier there was no material here. So okay, STBN 0-1-001, that is my storage bin. It was empty. Now you have two materials which are stored here in the storage bin. Okay, so again if you click here on this, the first material number, it will show how much quantity have you stored. This material STBN1. So if you can see the total stock, 10 numbers have been stored here. And when was the last movement? So last movement was on the date, that is your today's date. Document number is your transfer order number. So when all the data can be retrieved from the storage bin. So again if you go back, you can check it for the second material also. Okay, same way it is showing all these details. And if you want to see here, if you can click on the storage bin number, again it will show you, see, maximum weight in that shelf can be stored. It's not the number, it's maximum weight of the material in fact. So, and here if you scroll down, again 2 materials have been stored in that particular storage bin, 10 quantities each, and which plant it is showing. So this completes your warehouse management steps. Okay, so there are totally, you have very first step, creation of purchase order. Second step, receiving the goods, that is called as goods receipt for purchase order. Third step, you check the stock or check the inventory, which is called as stock overview. And the fourth step is run bin status report to check which bin is empty or which bin you want to save. Fifth step is creation of transfer order. Sixth step is confirmation of transfer order and run the bin status. Seventh step is run bin status report once again. So totally 7 steps are there. It's pretty much easy. So this completes your warehouse management module. Okay, thank you.